Hey everyone, it's Allie and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name's Allie and I talk about fragrance on this channel. Yeah, if you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe. If you are a returning subscriber, hello, welcome back. I have missed you. And yeah, today we're going to be going over the newest Dylan Blue flanker. It is Dylan Blue Turquoise. I bought a 1 ounce bottle. I bought a small bottle. And I'm going to be going over my thoughts on this fragrance in particular. So if that's something that you're interested in, then definitely stay tuned because we're going to be going over a lot of different things with this fragrance and my thoughts and opinions on it. And yeah, this is the newest and I believe the only flanker so far to come from the Dylan Blue line. I don't recall of any other flankers that have come out from Dylan Blue from Versace. I believe Dylan Blue Turquoise is the first one. And if I'm honest, I think the bottle is stunning. I already love the original Dylan Blue packaging, which is the same bottle concept idea and everything, but it is just a bit darker, a bit more subdued. It's this dark blue, and this is what they both look like. This is the 3 ounce bottle. This is the 1 ounce bottle. I honestly love this. I hope that if they do continue this trend of making flankers for the Dylan Blue line, they continue this sort of frosted glass aesthetic that they're going for, because honestly, I'm here for this. I love the bottle. I think the only downside to the bottle is the fact that they put Versace on the top and it's sort of like a raised Versace sort of thing, like this effect up here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it just says Versace. I do enjoy the more plain, like I wish they would have kept it plain. That's my only critique for the bottle. It also says Dylan Blue Turquoise on the top and it has the Versace logo. It's pretty much like the original bottle except for this raised writing on the top base area, I guess. And honestly, I'm not here for this top writing. I wish they would have kept it blank because this bottle is stunning. And if anything, I really wanted this bottle to be in my collection because, I mean, look how beautiful the bottle is. It's literally a blue turquoise frosted bottle and it's so, so pretty. It reminds me of like Greek waters, like so clear and so beautiful. Like it's just stunning, honestly. And yeah, we're going to get into my thoughts on this fragrance, but before we do, I want to talk a little bit about the original. The original has Granny Smith apple, blackcurrant clover, forget-me-not. You've got shiso peach, rose hip, you've got petalea, rose, jasmine, you've got whitewood, styrax, and patchouli in this one. To me, what I get from the original is a very cold, very fruity, slightly floral scent. It almost smells like really expensive, luxurious shampoo in my opinion. This is a very easy grab and go fragrance. You don't really have to think about it. This one won't offend anybody. It's very work appropriate. It's got sort of cold, bitchy vibes if I'm honest, but that's kind of what I like about this fragrance. I like that it's kind of cold. It's very clean. It's very easy to wear. You don't have to think about it if you just don't know what to wear, but you want to smell clean and you want to smell appealing, then I think this is a really easy grab and go fragrance. It's one of my easiest grab and go fragrances in my collection because I don't have to think about it. I can just throw it on, douse myself with it, and then like walk out the door. I can wear this to work. I can wear it dressed up. I can wear it dressed down. It doesn't really matter. It's just clean. It's a clean, fruity, cold, floral fragrance, and I'm here for it. It's kind of basic, but honestly, sometimes basic is really good if it's done right, and I feel like it's really done right in this fragrance. But if you bought this fragrance in the past and you're expecting Dylan Blue Turquoise to be in the similar vein as this, I can tell you now, you're going to be extremely disappointed because this is nothing like the original Dylan Blue. This is completely different. It is not what I was expecting from the line. But honestly, I kind of love what they did with the fragrance. But there is something in my collection that reminds me a ton of this fragrance. And if I'm honest, they are like complete dupes of each other. I sprayed the other one on my hand. And I have Dylan Blue on this one. So I could have them settle down and sort of catch the differences on how they're progressing on my skin. But yeah. So the new Dylan Blue Turquoise has lemon, mandarin, it's got pink pepper, guava, freesia, cassis, jasmine, musk, clearwood, and cedarwood. And what I get from this is the smell of petrichor, but almost like petrichor near a big body of water. If you don't know what petrichor is, I did talk about this in a different video. Petrichor is the smell of the outdoors after it rains. So this sort of wet, earthy smell is what petrichor is, the smell of the outdoors after a very heavy rain. The only other fragrance in my collection that gives me that vibe and is like a dupe is Shiseido Zen. Shiseido Zen and this are almost indistinguishable, like in the air. It's kind of crazy how similar they are. They aren't identical, but they are near identical, is what I'm saying. They smell so much like each other. It's not even funny. Like, that was my only hesitation on buying this one, and honestly, the breaking point was how beautiful the bottle was, because I already have Shiseido Zen. When I sprayed this in store, I was immediately hit with like a scent memory of wearing this one. And I was like, no, there's no way. So I took the tester strip home, got home, sprayed Shiseido Zen on, and I was like, oh my gosh, these are like the same fragrance. And that's why I bought the 1 ounce bottle. I didn't buy the big bottle, although I probably would have, just because of the frosted glass effect. But the fact that they're so similar is just so crazy to me. This one is it's slightly more earthy. This one has notes of grapefruit, pineapple, bergamot, orange, rose, freesia. You've got red apple, lotus. You've got hyacinth, gardenia, lily of the valley. You've got violet. You've got orris. You've got patchouli, cedar, musk, amber, incense, and pine. And if I'm honest, they both have this sort of like earthy, fluffy, wet effect. But this one almost smells like it could be a flanker to this one if there was a flanker of this one that was a more aquatic version of itself, if that makes sense. This smells like a very wet petrichor smell. It smells like it rained near a big body of water. Maybe it rained near the ocean. Maybe it rained near a lake. That's what this one smells like. It smells clean. It's fresh. Both of these are very citrus forward, especially in the opening. The opening is a huge burst of citrus in both of these, and the citrus is the top notes for all of these. This one has pineapple, which comes off as very citrusy in this one. It just amps up all the citruses that are in Shiseido Zen. This one only has mandarin orange and lemon, but they give off that same effect in each other. They both give off this sort of citrus forward, sort of musky, earthy effect, which I find really interesting. And both of these fragrances only share 3 common notes. They both share the freesia, they share the cedar in the base, and they share the musk. And the musk and the cedar is where I'm getting the earthy effect in both of these. I get the earthy effect a little more in Shiseido Zen because of the inclusion of patchouli. Patchouli smells earthy, as you all know, and the earthiness from the patchouli mixing in with that cedar and the musk amps up the earthiness in this one a little bit more than on this one. If I'm honest, Dylan Blue Turquoise is a bit sharper, especially in the opening. The opening is a lot sharper, but they honestly give that same effect, this sort of earthy cloud of wetness in both of them. And that's something that I really love about Shiseido Zen and something that I really love about this one. But if you own Shiseido Zen, you probably don't need Dylan Blue Turquoise. But if you love Shiseido Zen and you wanted to add a little bit of variety, maybe change it up a little bit, and you wanted a slightly more wet, aquatic version of this one, then I think you'd really enjoy Dylan Blue Turquoise. It is a very beautiful scent. It's not like the typical designer scents that are on the market right now. Obviously, it's not too unique because it's near identical to Shiseido Zen, but as this one dries down, it does get a bit more fruity. The guava starts to pop out a lot more on my skin as this one starts to dry down. And those florals, it becomes a bit more floral, musky, fruity, but you still have that slight wet earthiness to the fragrance, which I really, really do enjoy. I like the progression and the way this moves on the body. It is very long lasting. It lasted about 7 hours on my skin, which is pretty good for an EDT. That initial burst smells extremely like Shiseido Zen, except it is sharper. Shiseido Zen is a lot more smooth. It's more well-rounded. This one has some sharp edges to it, but they're almost the exact same fragrance. Shiseido Zen is kind of linear in the way that it works. You won't see too much progression in it. It kind of stays this citrusy, clean, but earthy, petrichor-like scent. It's really, really beautiful. This one as well, really, really beautiful. This one does eventually, in the deep dry down, lose that Shiseido Zen sort of effect, that sort of petrichor wet earthiness, and becomes a little bit more floral fruity with a hint of that wet earthiness. So it never quite loses the wet earthy effect, but it does go away with time the longer you wear it. But other than that, it's almost near identical to Shiseido Zen, like I had said. And if you love this one and want some variety, go ahead and get this one. But if you already own this one, you probably don't need this one. Definitely give this one a sniff if you can. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Those are my thoughts on the fragrance. And like and subscribe if that's something that you're into. And I will catch you guys later on the next video. Bye.